ASMR. And as you're watching this video, I want you to fall into the deepest sleep possible. So deep that when you wake up the next day, you don't know where you are at. But there is one condition, one very small caveat, if you will. You are not allowed to fall asleep until I say your name. Once I say your name, and only once I say your name, are you allowed to go to sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Deepest sleep, deepest sleep. So, without further ado, let's get going. First up, we have Michelle. Michelle. If your name is Michelle, you are allowed to go to sleep. If your name is not Michelle, it is not your turn to sleep yet. Michelle only gets to sleep. Joshua. Or Josh. I will allow Josh. You can go to sleep now. Good night, Josh or Joshua. Donna, your time has come. You can go to bed. You can finally rest after a long day. Paul, P-A-U-L, Paul. You can go to sleep now. You no longer have to wait. You can go to rest. Emily. You can go to sleep now. Emily, it is time to sleep. Get some rest for your day tomorrow. Andrew. Go to bed. Go to bed now. Don't argue with me, Andrew. Go to sleep. Kimberly, or Kim. I will allow Kim because I am a benevolent sleep god. You can go to sleep. Sleep time for sleep. Sleepy. Stephen, it is time to sleep. Put your head down and go to rest, Stephen. Sleepy time for Stephen. Ashley. You have been awake too long. It is time to sleep. Good night. Donald, or Don. You can go to sleep now, Don, or Donald. Donald, or Don, or Donald. Donald, go to sleep. Margaret. You can go to sleep now, Margaret. Should I allow Marge or Margie? Marg. I don't know anyone named Marg, but you can go to sleep now too if your name is Marg, Marge, Marger, or Margaret. Mark. You can go to sleep now. If you don't go to sleep now, then you are going to die. Those are the rules, so go to sleep. Sandra. Your time has come. It is time to go to sleep, Sandra. What are you doing still awake? You must go to bed. It is past your bedtime, Sandra. Go to sleep. Anthony. This is your conscious speaking. up next, it is Matthew. Matthew coming in hot with the deepest of sleeps. The deepest sleeps there ever was. You got this, Matthew. Go to sleep now. Go, 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 go to bed. Daniel, 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 Daniel. Or Danny, because once again, I am a benevolent sleep god. Even Dan will too. It is your time to sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Head on the pillow, so sleepy, go to bed. Alright, Lisa, you're up. Put your head on your pillow and get into a comfortable position and go to sleep. Lisa, Lisa, time for sleep. Lisa, Lisa, time for sleep. Charles, 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 your time has come. You must go to sleep before the morning comes. Chuck, I will allow as part of Charles as well, even though I think Chuck is a very strange nickname for Charles. I just don't see it, but I will allow you to sleep. Alright, Karen, it's time to sleep. You've been bothering managers and employees all day. It must be tiresome, annoying, all of the employees, especially this time of year. So make sure you get a lot of rest, Karen, 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 and go to bed. Okay, I'm sorry, Karen. I know that it's not your fault and that you probably don't actually bother employees. And I am sorry for what has happened to your name in the last 5 years or so. Christopher, Christopher, Christopher. Or Chris. I'll allow Chris. But only because I am the one and only benevolent sleep god. So Chris or Christopher, your time has come. You must submit to the sleep, the deepest sleep. Sarah, Sarah, Sarah. I like the name Sarah. That's a very good name. Anyway, it is time to sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep for Sarah. Sarah goes to sleep now. Sarah is sleepy, so she goes to sleep. Thomas, 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 or Tom. I will allow Tom, because you guessed it, I am a benevolent sleep god. So Tom or Thomas, you can go to sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Go to sleep now, Tom or Thomas. Jessica, 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 Jessica. What are you doing still awake? You must go to sleep now. Sleep for Jessica, Jessica, Jessica. Joseph, Joseph, Joseph. Or Joe. I'll allow Joe, because I'm a benevolent sleep god. Joseph, Joseph, Joseph. Or Joe. Go to sleep now. Susan, 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 Susan. You can go to sleep. Go to bed. Go to sleep, Susan. And if you are Susan from The Golden Bachelor, hit me up. No, just playing. Richard, 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 Richard. Your time has come. I will not allow anyone that goes by the nickname for Richard, other than Rich, to go to sleep. I will not say that on my channel. I will not. Alright, I think the list that I got this from has a typo in it, but nicknames for David can go to sleep now. It is time for all of the sleeps. Linda, 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 go to sleep now, Linda. Michael, 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 Mike, Mikey, Mike, Michael, go to sleep. It is time for the sleeps for Michael, 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 Michael. Jennifer or Jenny, Jennifer, go to sleep. Go to sleep now. Jennifer, Jenny, Jen. John. There are no nicknames for John, it's just John. But if you happen to go by a nickname for John, you can also go to sleep. Patricia, 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 Patricia. Go to sleep. Patty, too. Any Patties or Patricias, go to sleep, 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 sleep. Robert, Rob. Go to bed. Go to bed now, Rob or Robert. Sleep is time. Time for sleep is now. Rob or Robert. Mary, 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 Merry Christmas. Just kidding, I am way too late for that. But Mary, you can go to sleep. And finally, we have James. James, you can go to bed now. It is time to go to bed. James. James, James, James. Good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Okay, thanks for tuning in, everyone. If I didn't say your name in this video, don't worry, I will make other videos with a different set of names. I just chose the most common ones that I could find or think of. If you feel comfortable